Alright, it's safe to say this video fits squarely in the drama slash ponage category. So like I told you guys a couple videos back, if you ever want to know my opinion on anything, all you have to do is leave a comment, say, hey, Fakesagan, I'd like to get your thoughts about this, and if I feel it's worth talking about, you'll get what you want. So, on my most recent video, Get a Load of This Guy, I got this comment right here an hour ago from Jarl222, and he says, Yo Fakesagan, I would like to know your opinion on this YouTube vid. This is a short debate between Ben and Paul from DP. Who do you think is right? And what do you think about Paul's reaction? I kind of knew what I was in for before I even checked this out. I'm not going to pretend that I'm watching it cold, because, I pulled this up and watched it already. This link that he posted right here doesn't work. You actually can't timestamp anything past 2 hours for whatever reason. But obviously it says right here 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 11 seconds, so it was simple enough to pull that up. Well, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and react to this.
Saying that the final decision to put something in your mouth is on you.
Right, and there might be contributing factors to that decision. But if you're going to say that it's not your final decision, then at that point you've totally lost self-control.
Okay, I think that self-control. Am I allowed to?
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that self-control itself needs to be defined, because self-control.
I don't watch a lot of DP. Let me chime in right away. I don't watch a lot of DP. It's not my favorite viewing material, but I've seen enough of it to know, just from the 3 or 4 episodes where they talk about me, that Paul always does this passive aggressive bitch shit where it's like, am I allowed to talk now? Am I allowed to chime in? Or do I get a chance to talk? Is that okay? Is that okay if I participate in this panel discussion show that I'm a member of? Fucking just say what you want to say, Paul.
Is a wavering factor in a lot of people on a lot of things, and I think that nobody at this table, or really anybody I've ever met, is immune from that truth. So my self-control is bad, I'll admit. I have a sedentary, unhealthy lifestyle. I tend towards laziness. I tend towards the lowest effort to get the maximum benefit. Now, part of that is good.
Now, keep in mind that he fucking admits that right at the outset. He's sedentary, he's lazy, and he likes to put forth the minimum amount of effort to derive the maximum possible benefit.
Work smarter, not harder, but it's more for me about not being inconvenienced. Now, there are mitigating factors that I would talk about if I was talking about this honestly. I don't know if you want me to do that.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was born with a scoliosis in my upper back. My spinal doctors have referred to it as a scolioid curve. And I was born with it. And I'm not a candidate for reconstructive surgery because my type of scoliosis damaged a part of my cervical spine that they're afraid to straighten out and fuse, because that's how they would fix it. And because I've lived my entire life with that scolioid curve, my lower back is now severely damaged. I have a herniated, not herniated yet, but it will be at some point in my life.
Could I ask a question?
Yes.
Do you think your weight may aggravate the issues you already have?
Yeah, no, I know that it does. No, trust me, I know.
And I don't want to get anecdotal.
Okay.
But I know someone who has a condition like yours where throughout high school they had to wear a special corset to hold their...
I've had to do that.
Yeah.
At various times in my life.
And they're someone in advanced age, and they're still thin.
Well, another mitigating factor is genetics. I told you the scoliosis was genetic. I have also bad lower back runs in my family. So look, like I
just want to
let me cut him off right here. Let me just cut him off right here for a second. Paul, what I hear you doing right here is what you always do. Whining and playing the victim and making fucking excuses for yourself. Let me tell you something, bro, okay? I've got a surgically reconstructed ACL in my left knee. They had to use one from a cadaver and replace that shit. And I've got a torn rotator cuff in my left shoulder. I've had that since I was 15 years old. I'm working moving furniture I move fucking furniture every day, Paul. And do I get aches and pains from that shit? Yeah, sure, of course I do. But I don't fucking sit around and bitch about it. I do my damn job like a fucking man. And before you start fucking poor shaming me or whatever you're gonna do, because I know you'll fucking react to this because you're a butthurt bitch. I probably make fucking more money doing my job than you make sitting around and doing these DP shows. It's $16 an hour and I work fucking full time. Paul, all you do is whine and make fucking excuses for yourself. That's all I ever hear you do. It's all about your fucking depression. It's all about your herniated fucking cervix and... Oh, man, fucking cervix and corsets. I swear you must actually have a vagina between your legs, Paul.
Volunteer that I'm just fat because I eat too much.
Right,
I am too.
So that's the point I'm trying to make. Like,
I don't have any sort of deep underlying scarring psychological factors or other reasons.
Sure,
I just like to eat because I'm a gluttonous fucking pig.
Sure,
and I don't give a shit.
I guess that's true at times of me too. But look, I'm saying that there are always, like, look, TJ, if you were honest, there are mitigating factors to you being fat that go beyond your gluttony.
And I haven't
There's
argued against that.
psychological underpinning. Okay.
So he's doing basically, he's taking like the body positivist line. This is like an SJW argument. He's extending it beyond himself and extending it to TJ. Whoa, TJ. You're not just a gluttonous pig who likes to shovel food in his mouth. You have mitigating factors. Paul, we can't all go through our lives making excuses for ourselves like this because you'll just get into a rut and you'll let your life get out of control and I don't want to sound like fucking Dr. Phil here, but look, this is essentially the argument that Ben is fucking making here. So to answer the guy who left the comment on my video, Jarl222, whose side do I take in the debate? Fucking Ben's, obviously, because what he's arguing for is basic self-discipline and personal responsibility. Two things that have become sadly lacking in our culture. This fucking victim mentality that everybody's in. Look, anyone can play this game. Anyone can play this game if they choose to. Like I said, I've got a torn rotator cuff and a fucking surgically repaired knee. If I wanted to sit around bitching and fucking, I could probably get on full disability if I wanted to, instead of working. If I wanted to fucking sit around and collect a government check, the way the DP have actually accused me of doing, which I don't, I easily could do that. Instead, I fucking go to work. And when my shoulder or my knee hurts, you know what I fucking do? I take a couple of leaves. I'm good to go. Take a couple fucking naproxen sodium. It's no fucking big deal. You put your shoulder to the grindstone and fucking power through that shit. That's all. That's all there is to it. It's called being a man. Does anybody remember that? It really wasn't that long ago. When men were men. What the fuck happened to that?
Okay.
My argument is ultimately it's still your choice. Mitigating factors aside, it's still your choice. And if you're saying it's not your choice, then you're not capable of making your own decisions anymore.
Can I respond to that?
Yep. Yes.
Okay. We talked about my economic status most of my life. At a certain point, you have to put food.
Oh, fuck me running. Here comes another damn excuse. So if it's not your fucking depression and it's not your fucking bruised cervix, it's your fucking socioeconomic standing, right? Oh, I'm poor, so hence I've got to be fat. Paul, I'm way more poor than fucking you, okay? I barely keep my fucking bills paid every month. I'm managing to fucking maintain my damn weight. And it's not like I can't get fat if I wanted to. Believe me, I fucking can. See, like, it's always a damn excuse with you, isn't it? And none of your friends can show the least bit of concern for you without it being concern trolling, because that's the way you always perceive it, right? Anybody fucking makes a constructive criticism, and that's essentially what Ben is doing here. He's trying to help your ass. But you interpret that as a fucking attack.
in your mouth. And at a certain point, you work so much and your level of effort is only so capable that you have to go to a place where you can get cheap, quick, calorically dense food. I'm just saying. I've lived entire like months on top ramen. I still eat it to this day.
So what do you say to anyone else who does that and is not fat?
Because those people probably exercise, but exercise is hard for me. See, I didn't grow up around a swimming.
Exercise is supposed to be fucking hard, Paul. What is it? Do you think exercise is supposed to be fucking easy? Why don't you get one of those fucking late night infomercial machines where you just sit on the damn thing and rock back and forth and call it exercise? No, Paul, exercise is supposed to be painful. You're supposed to make you sweat. Ever heard the term no pain, no gain? It's not supposed to be fucking easy. See, damn, like, I mean, right out of the gate, you fucking admit that you're sedentary and lazy. But then as soon as somebody calls you on being sedentary and lazy and says, hey, maybe you'd be happier if you manned up and fucking did something for yourself, then the persecution shit comes out, doesn't it? Then you start fucking whining and making excuses for your damn self. And everybody's a big, mean bully who's picking on you.
Pool.
I was just going to say that, like, I guess that the fact that societies can tend towards, like, you know, weight problems, you know, like, it can be part of, like, some culturally ingrained shit, too.
That's that, too.
Like, it's not like if it was just all boiled down to individual.
See, and then Paul does this emphatic nod, like, yeah, man, it's society. It's that society's fault that I'm a fat ass. That's right. Keep going, TJ. Keep going, TJ.
Choice, you'd see like the same amount of fatness across the board, as provided the economics are on the same basic level and shit. But you really see like it's worse in Mexico, it's worse here, it's worse in
certain population
I don't really
groups.
know what other population groups have really high obesity rates.
Black women.
And if you want like my
Scotty,
cultural input, my mom is like, she's a Southern woman, and you guys will know what that means. She to tell someone she loves them or that she cares about them is to feed them.
Yeah, and
so now you're literally blaming your mom for the fact that you're a fat fuck. That's the you know, blaming your depression, blaming your bruised cervix, blaming fucking society, that's bad enough. But you're putting it on your fucking mama now? Boy, this is shameful.
overfeed them, probably.
And my mom, and I shit you not, it'll happen to you guys if you ever meet her. She will force feed you almost. She'll be like, honey, look at all of this cheesy potato.
Dude,
Paul, I know nobody ever had to fucking force feed you.
I know what you're talking about, because I was in a Mexican place once, and the waitress there was like a sweet old lady, but she would like shame you if you didn't eat enough.
It wasn't that bad.
She'd come to your, she'd come to your plate and be like, not like mean.
I'll tell you what.
Just like, what's wrong? You feeling sick? Keep eating.
There are cultures, and I've experienced it with Filipinos that I knew when I was a kid. There are cultures where it's considered rude to eat, but I still won't change my position that.
Okay.
I don't believe that it's just that you're just inherently destined to be fat.
You don't believe that there are people who are genetically predisposed to obesity?
Yes, but they don't.
Look at how fucking TJ is getting mesothelioma over here, and they just keep on talking over him. It's like, you actually half expect his lungs to explode out of his mouth in a bloody heap on the floor.
Is that not inherently destined?
Not necessarily. They
Depending.
Even if they're genetically predisposed, doesn't mean that they have to be.
And then Scotty goes into it right. These are a fucking healthy bunch of guys right here, aren't they? Fuck me running.
From what I've read, the genetic predisposition towards obesity is a pretty fucking rare thing.
And I would also point out that for about the first 10, 11, almost 12 years of my life, I wasn't fat. I was actually athletic. I played sports. I ran around. I was able to work with it because I was young and the back problem hasn't set in.
That reminds me of my brother.
No, because you played sports and you fucking ran around. You were exercising, Paul. So you were at a healthy weight. But then you started to become sedentary and lazy, like you fucking admitted at the outset of this little debate or whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Stevie, because he used to be quite the
and
little
I got
athlete.
fat.
Now
And look,
he's a flat fuck.
I'll
like
blow
me.
your mind, Ben. There have been times in my adult life where I have been quote unquote not obese. I weighed 230 pounds at one point, which for me is overweight but not obese.
Sure.
Well, it's a good thing you put the quote unquote on that, Paul.
So to say that look, I'm not claiming that I can't do it. I'm claiming that there are things in my
Don't
life
you
that have
plan
stood
to
in the
do
way.
it?
I do.
So
I genuinely do, and I want to make no kayfabe, no bullshit. I don't need a show challenge.
Yeah.
If something springs up around it, I'm fine. But I intend to do it for me because I don't want to die next year of a fucking coronary. If I can intercede in that now.
Yeah.
Paul, I'm not worried that you're going to die next year of a coronary. I'm worried that you're going to have a fucking quadruple bypass next year, and it's going to come out of my fucking tax dollar, you lazy son of a bitch.
And take care of myself now that I'm in a better place mentally, I might survive a few more fucking years. That's where I'm at. So that's... Now, I'm not saying I will succeed, and I know, I may not. I haven't in the past. But I'm going to try. What can I do but struggle, dude?
That's all you can do.
I mean, you don't even literally had to.
The struggle. I swear. Oh, are you sure you're white, Paul?
Have to struggle. You could just incrementally.
Ben.
What? Okay.
Ben, can you just stop? I'm just feeling a little emotionally raw right now. All I just want is a little bit of support from my friends. Is that too much to ask? Ben, can you please? I just don't like this. I don't feel comfortable with it, okay?
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Are you listening, or are you thinking about what you want to say next?
No, I'm just tired of talking about this. I was hoping we could move on, but I guess we're not done. So I'm happy to listen.
Where have I heard this before?
And he pushes the fucking mic away. He has a fucking tantrum like a damn baby. Why don't you fucking take the headphones off your fucking head and throw them across the room while you're at it, Paul? You fucking child.
Okay, well, I was just saying, like...
Look, I know you guys can't see. All right, let me pull it up here and full screen it. He's literally pouting. Like, he's literally sticking out his bottom fucking lip and pouting at this point in the video. This is unbelievable. Are you a fucking man, Paul?
You don't even have to struggle. If you do it in such an incremental way where you just do it a little at a time, it can be done easily over a longer period of time. I was encouraging you, Paul. You had it made up in your mind that I was going to say something else.
I've tried. I just feel like you're giving me advice on something that, Ben, I know you think I've just been a fat slug that laid around all his life and ate gummy bears and got fat.
Yeah, Paul, do you know why he thinks that? Because not too long ago, and this is why I pointed it out, you fucking admitted it. You said that self-control is a problem for you. You're sedentary, you're lazy, you like to put forth the minimum amount of effort to derive the maximum possible benefit. Well, that's what Ben is criticizing here, okay? And it's a legitimate criticism. But now you're fucking having a tantrum and acting like you're all put upon and everybody's fucking ganging up on you, right? When what's really going on is there's actually 3 sad human beings that are pathetic enough to fucking care about you. And they're trying to help you take some personal responsibility for yourself and affect change in your life. But no, that's got to be a fucking attack now. No, well, Paul, this is a fucking attack, okay? That's what you're getting from me, the Fakesagan, not from your friends.
Did I say that?
Well,
you know what I think?
You're treating me like that because you're giving me diet and exercise advice
Ben,
like I don't know.
Ben lost quite a bit of weight, so I mean,
I know he did,
speaking
but
from
so have I.
experience too.
I lost over 100 pounds when I got to 300.
So I'll end it here.
230.
I'll end it here, Paul. I just
Okay.
want to say this.
Okay.
And we're on the show live, and it's cool. Like I'm fine getting this out. Paul, when I talk to you, I feel like you're not listening. I feel like you're just thinking about what you want to say next. And then you have this thing where you always turn it into like.
You notice how Ben is actually using I feel statements like they train you how to do in like a mental health setting. It's like you don't want the patient to be defensive, so don't phrase things like a criticism like you're doing this wrong or you're doing that wrong. Instead, use I feel statements like I feel you might be deflecting. I feel you may not be taking responsibility. I feel like this might be projection. Like, he's being so diplomatic. He's literally bending over backwards to keep Paul from interpreting this shit as an attack. And still he goes into this fucking passive-aggressive defensive mode like you always fucking do, Paul. You fucking woman.
I'm personally attacking you. Like, I'm attacking...
I'm sorry. I'm just mad, dude. I'm sorry I'm pissed.
I'm
you
not
got
mad.
Me pissed off? Well, I am.
Okay, fine.
I'm not super mad like
I'm attacking you because you're poor. I'm attacking you because you're depressed. I'm attacking you like that's not it. It has nothing to do with that.
This whole thing started with a talk about sympathy, Ben. And I'm just saying, like, look, you may not buy my excuses, and I'd say walk a mile in my fucking shoes. I don't judge you. When you look, dude, I'm not trying to call you on the carpet for nothing, Ben. But
they've got to be orthopedic shoes, fucking Paul.
You gained a little weight when you moved back here.
Oh, no, I admitted that right away.
Okay, fair enough. But I'm just saying, did I ever say a fucking word to you about it?
No,
Did I call you a fat slob? Did I do anything?
Yeah, you know why you didn't say a word about it, Paul? Because you don't fucking care. Because you condone that kind of lazy fucking lifestyle. That's the reason why you didn't call him out on it. You probably would have passed the fucking bag of marshmallows over to him like, hey, come join me on the couch. Let's watch some fucking Springer, man. Come on. Bust out the fucking Nutella. Let's just be fat fucking slugs together, right? That's enabling behavior. See, unlike you, Paul, he's actually trying to fucking argue for some responsibility and discipline and trying to do you a fucking favor.
Did I call into question your willpower? Did I give you dietary advice? See, why are you in this nurse position where I got to sit and listen to you give me fucking advice like I'm not a man that has been through diets and exercise plans and worked around this fucking physical deformity that I have?
Holy shit, I think he's actually going to start fucking crying. His voice is cracking at this point. You're talking to me like I'm not even a man.
And my mental problems to try and make it work. You think I don't know incremental change is better than just jumping into a crash diet or a crash exercise plan? I'm sorry, dude, it just comes off as fucking preachy to me. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm 36 years old. I've been fat and not...
I feel like I'm watching fucking Maury Povich. The guy is literally starting to break down into... You're talking to me like I'm not even a man.
Fat my whole fucking life. I know how to lose weight. And I appreciate your encouragement at the end there, but some of the other shit you've said to me tonight, dude, ain't been that fucking encouraging. My willpower, excuses, at some point you control what you put in your mouth. Well, yeah, that's true. But what does that imply about me? That I'm just dumb and I just like stuff in my face and want to be a big fat lard?
What it implies is that you're fucking lazy like you admitted at the outset, Paul. You can't fucking admit that shit and then reverse yourself less than 5 minutes fucking later.
Well, that's what I do.
Well, sure, but he's not talking about you. He's talking about me.
I was just talking about in general. I would say...
No,
he's talking about me. He's talking about me. Fucking man up, Paul. Damn, you sound like a whiny fucking bitch.
Fuck you. This was about me, man.
I was just saying overall, we choose what we put in our mouth. That's what I was saying. I mean, everyone heard it. So.
Everyone, you know what? Everyone heard everything else you said tonight too, and I guess people can make up their own minds. I was done a while ago. If you're done now, I can keep going. I just don't think there's a point, man.
Sure.
I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to buy my line. I'm not. Trust me, you ain't seen my X-rays. Maybe I'm a big old huckster, walks around hunched over.
What are you even talking about?
I'm just saying, like, why don't you have a single shred of fucking empathy for a person?
I didn't say that.
Like, why do you roast them like a fucking Frankfurter over the flame because they're fat?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing those X-rays, Paul. But you know, it's a vicious cycle. And I know you understand what the fuck I'm talking about. The lazier you are and the more you fucking sit around because your back is in pain, the more bent your fucking spine is going to become. The more bruised that cervix of yours is going to be because you're fucking putting more pressure on your spine with all the extra weight. You know, your body can fucking repair itself if you give it a chance, but you got to exercise a little bit of fucking discipline.
And then
did I do that? Did I do that?
And then get all huffy when they get pissed off when you call into question shit that you either don't know about or don't care about.
You're the one getting fucking huffy, Paul.
That they feel is mitigating.
What do you think, Scotty?
Man, I ain't touched this.
Jump on in, Scotty.
I don't blame
I ain't
you.
touched this with a 10-foot fucking pole.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Jump
either,
on
man.
in, Scotty.
I don't blame anybody.
Say something.
Something.
Read the situation to us in your usual blunt way.
I really don't want to.
I'll read it in my usual blunt way. Paul's being a fucking woman. That's what's going on here. All right, I'll do Scotty's job for him since he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to see a teary scene. That's why Scotty's holding back, because he knows how Paul will fucking react if he says anything that's even slightly critical. But I won't pull any fucking punches. You're a woman, Paul. I swear, there's gotta be a fucking vagina in your pants. This is unbelievable. It's embarrassing. This is fucking shocking behavior from a grown man. I mean, you're literally having a tantrum. You're smacking the fucking microphone out of your face. You're fucking treating all your friends like they're bullying you when really they're fucking concerned about you. You admit that you're a lazy, sedentary fuck. And then later on, it's everybody else's fault, right? It's fucking society. It's fucking your mom. It's your bent spine. It's this. It's that. It's your socioeconomic standing. Oh, I have to buy cheap, calorically dense food. Fuck you, Paul. Do a damn push-up, you pussy.
Oh man, could be so beautiful. All right, I guess the show's over then.
So you're not gonna do it?
Me?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I really don't know.
Ha 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 ha.
That's why I wanted Scotty to sum it all up. Because, you know, I can see how Ben is annoying, but at the same time, I think Paul has like a giant persecution complex and he reads like insane amounts of things and the shit Ben says that are not there. That's my read of the situation.
I was just having a conversation on the show.
So you diagnose me, but not him. So he can be annoying, but I have a fucking persecution complex.
Oh man. See, TJ is as diplomatic as he can fucking be. He criticizes Ben for, I can see how Ben can be annoying, but Paul, you do this over here. And all Paul hears is the criticism of himself, right? So it's all about you, Paul. It's all about you. Everybody's fucking ganging up on Paul, right?
I mean, I'm not even
pissed off when he won't drop shit.
I'm just saying, like, everything he says, you turn it into, like, Ben is insinuating this, he's insinuating this, he's insinuating this, he's insinuating this.
What did you think he meant by what he brought up in
He's saying you're fucking, he's questioning your willpower. That's what he's doing.
Right.
Why can't he do that?
And I question it myself, and when I
well,
try
if
to
you
explain...
question yourself, why is it that Ben can't fucking question?
He can. I'm not questioning... Look, dude, I sat here and participated in this shit.
That's true.
I sat here and participated in this shit. Holy shit, dude. Are you fucking crying, you pussy? Paul, what the fuck? What the fuck? What is your deal? I don't understand. You know, this isn't the Paul that I used to know from back in the day on YouTube. Something fucking happened to you. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you got carjacked again or something. Something fucking happened to you. It's like your balls have been missing for a while. You know, the only time I see you fucking standing up for yourself is when you're bullying somebody who really isn't in a position to fight back. Right? You're fucking telling your fans that they're insignificant, irrelevant losers. Oh, thanks for your $5, chump. But we don't care if you think episode such and such of the DP was lackluster. I've got my golden play button. I don't care what you nobody little people think. I mean, but, you know, when you're on the hot seat, when somebody can respond to you in real time, you fly to pieces like a fucking bitch. Man the fuck up, Paul.
Do whatever the fuck he wants. He's a grown-ass man. I'm asking, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Then we don't disagree.
All right. I guess that's that then.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Peace.
Man, the fucking silence that hangs over the room after he smacks the mic out of it. I guess that's that then. Oh boy. Paul, do you realize that you've become that fucking guy? Do you realize you've become that guy that causes the awkward silence at the party? And that fit of fucking histrionics right there. I haven't seen anything like that since Richard Coughlin broke down in tears at the threat of a pwnage. I don't know what to say, Paul. But yeah, so Jarl 222 here. You want to know what my opinion is? My opinion is that Paul's ego is a giant fucking vagina. That's my opinion. And honestly, I wish I hadn't watched that video right there, because I was proud of my achievement for generating so much butthurt in Paul with the pwnage video that I made about him, where he flew off the handle and had to make like 8 responses to it. But now I'm starting to realize that generating Paul's ego ass pain is as easy as falling off a fucking log. I didn't really do that much, did I? I don't even know what to say. Man, those guys are a fucking mess. All 4 of them. That's all the news that's fit to print. Keep it fake.